Hi everyone, welcome back. Just a short video to bring up a couple of the topics I had forgot to mention on the first video, 2332 week 13. We're still doing Sir Gawain or Sir Gawain, but there's a couple other things I wanted to point out to you. First of all, we don't know who the author is, so we simply call him or her the Gawain poet. But at this time and at this place where it was discovered, only a very few people could read or write, so we assume it's probably the clerk or a priest that was attached to Sir John Gaunt or Sir John of Gaunt. And but while this guy may have been a priest or may have been just a scribe or a clerk for a nobleman, he certainly was a brilliantly talented individual, and it shines through in every line of the poem. I encourage you to read it and to read it carefully. Oops, yeah, don't want to hide my face. Really a good poem. Look also for examples of alliteration, just really masterful use of the language, especially consider the Middle Ages, but even today, since the siege and the assault was ceased at Troy, the walls breached and burnt to brands and ashes. Just wonderful poetic devices laced throughout, but alliteration, the repetition of beginning consonant sounds, just really ties it all together and shows you that he had a really big vocabulary. He knew a lot of words and he knew how to pick the right ones. Not only it made sense, but told an engaging story. Of course, he had a lot of characters to draw from too, and he built this upon the legends of King Arthur, the Arthurian legends, and was able to create something new using some old characters. You run across Sir Gawain and a few of the other knights and Morgana Le Fay and some of the other characters there in the Arthurian legend. So read it and look for examples of uh, alliteration. Look how the poem is constructed. Think about why he's saying what he's saying. You know, the poem opens on the battlefields of Troy, the Battle of Troy, Helen of Troy, and the Trojan War. And you have to ask yourself, well, why? Well, all great literature pre-Middle Ages linked itself back to that specific historic event. And so he's trying, the author here, the Gawain poet, is trying to link his poem with some of the great poetry of the past. Not a new break, not a clean break, not a new thing, but a link to the past to an established great reputation of literary greatness. But look, and as you read through the poem, ask yourself why. Why does the Green Knight represent nature? Why is Sir Gawain describe himself as the youngest and the least valuable member of the court? I'll give you a hint. I'll give you the answer on that one. His defining characteristic and what he sees as a defining characteristic of Christianity is, of course, humility. He believes a knight and a Christian have to be above all things humble. Now, you might want to watch that or review that PowerPoint on courtly love, and that will help you understand why he does some things at the Sir Bertilac's castle that he does with Lady Bertilac or Bertichek, and it'll make more sense if you have more information going into it. So it wouldn't hurt to take notes, to kind of jot down things as they happen. I like to highlight my text. If you want to do that, you can. The link I put up for you is actually a good translation. So I think it'll make more sense to you than an older translation might. So read through it carefully. I do encourage you to print these out. Don't forget you got free copies here at the campus, and boy, those can be just really handy for helping to understand stuff. But go through the poem, look for the details, think about the little minor stuff that doesn't seem to be important, but it's there for a reason, I promise you. And of course, I hope you enjoy the poem. One of the great things about sophomore lit, history of world lit, is the fact that we get to experience so many different kinds of literature and find something that we enjoy. This could be the start of something really nice for you as you explore more and more legends of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table and Excalibur and all that kind of stuff. You know, the love triangle between King Arthur and his good friend Lancelot and his wife, or his girlfriend slash wife, Guinevere. Lots of characters. But do get into it. I hope you enjoy it. And if you have any questions at all, I hope you'll let me know. We do have the Unit 3 exam coming up. That's April the 25th. And then, of course, the final exam is Tuesday, May the 7th. So, the semester's about to wrap up. If you have any questions at all, I hope you'll let me know.